Undoubtedly, the structure of the mysterious enclosure wall at Baalbek is unlike anything else in the world. Completely distinct from the famous Temple of Jupiter, the blocks forming this wall each weigh an astounding 900 tons. These colossal stones stand as one of the greatest engineering feats of antiquity, sparking wonder and curiosity among those who visit or study the site. For decades, historians have boasted about their ability to explain and understand the many facets of ancient civilizations. Yet, when it comes to the prehistoric phenomena of Baalbek, they remain mystified. This enigmatic city, with its awe-inspiring ruins, continues to defy modern understanding. The questions surrounding the construction methods and purpose of Baalbek are so complex that they continue to stymie even the most knowledgeable scholars and engineers. Join us on a journey to uncover the wonders of Baalbek, a place that has perplexed historians and researchers for centuries, as we explore its towering blocks, ancient mysteries, and the incredible feats of construction that seem almost impossible for an ancient civilization. Baalbek is an ancient city located in the northeastern part of modern-day Lebanon, not far from Beirut. Its location was of strategic importance, and after Alexander the Great's conquest of the region in 334 BCE, it came under Roman rule, flourishing as part of the Roman Empire. It was during this period that the construction of the famous temples and monumental structures at Baalbek began. Known for its impressive ruins, the city is most famous for the remains of its Roman-era temple complex, which includes two of the most monumental temples ever built, the Temple of Jupiter and the Temple of Baal. The grandeur of these structures is surpassed only by the size and weight of the stone blocks that form part of the complex, which are so massive that no photo or video could truly capture their overwhelming scale. These ancient edifices were meant to demonstrate the greatness of the gods they were dedicated to, and they still stand as a testament to the immense skill and ambition of the builders. The Baalbek stones are so magnificent that they have inspired many to suggest that they should be considered one of the wonders of the world. These blocks, some thousands of years old, have intrigued and amazed researchers from all corners of the globe. While the scale of the stonework is staggering, the precision with which these massive blocks were quarried and placed is equally fascinating. Among the many incredible features of Baalbek, one of the most notable is the trilithon, a group of 3 gigantic stones that form the base of the Temple of Jupiter. These colossal stones, weighing between 700 and 800 tons each, are positioned with such exactness that they defy modern explanation. It's almost impossible to fathom how ancient people were able to move, let alone lift, such immense blocks. And the question that lingers is, who were the masterminds behind this monumental construction, and how did they manage to achieve it? Could they have had access to technologies we don't even know about today? Or was their understanding of engineering and architecture simply far ahead of their time? Some historians have attributed the construction of these massive stones to the Phoenicians, while others point to the Romans. However, the origins of the stones are even more perplexing when you consider that the stone used to craft the pillars of the temples comes from Aswan, Egypt, nearly 150 kilometers away. This raises the intriguing possibility that there is more to the story than we yet understand. The transportation and construction of these massive stones would have posed significant challenges, even for modern machinery, so the methods used by the ancient builders remain one of the most perplexing aspects of the site. So, let's take a closer look at the evidence we do have about the stones of Baalbek. One of the first monoliths, known as the Stone of the Pregnant Woman, is still visible in its original position in the ancient quarry about 900 meters from the Grand Temple complex. Despite being the smallest of the 3 major monoliths at Baalbek, this stone is perhaps the most well-known because of its remarkable preservation. The way it rests in the quarry is simply remarkable. The angles at which it sits seem to suggest that it was carefully placed in its current position for a reason, and its exposed state has allowed it to remain visible for centuries. As a result, it has drawn the attention of historians, researchers, and tourists alike. In 1996, a team from the Austrian city of Linz visited the site to conduct precise measurements. They found that this rectangular block measures approximately 20.7 meters in length and is 4 meters wide at the base, expanding to 5.2 meters at the top. The stone stands 4.32 meters tall and has a density of 2.8 grams per cubic centimeter, making it one of the heaviest quarried blocks known from ancient times. The sheer size of the stone is enough to boggle the mind, but the way it has withstood the test of time, exposed to the elements, is even more remarkable. The name Stone of the Pregnant Woman is tied to various fascinating stories and legends. One popular tale suggests that a clever pregnant woman convinced the people of Baalbek that she knew the secret to moving such a massive stone, provided they kept her well fed until she gave birth. Another explanation, rooted in Middle Eastern folklore, ties the stone's origins to the jinn, supernatural beings believed to possess extraordinary strength. According to this version, it was a group of pregnant jinn that were tasked with cutting and transporting the stone, as only beings with supernatural abilities could handle such a heavy and unwieldy object. In Baalbek, some locals believe that a woman who touches the stone will experience an increase in fertility, which has added to its mystical reputation. This fusion of folklore and history serves to enrich the mystique surrounding Baalbek and its impressive stonework. The second monolith, called the Stone of the South, was rediscovered in the 1990s. Weighing an estimated 1,279 tons, it surpasses the Stone of the Pregnant Woman in size and scale. However, much of its history remains shrouded in mystery, as the exact location of the stone had been forgotten for centuries before it was found again. Some researchers have argued that this stone was the one originally intended for use in the Temple of Jupiter, but there is still much debate about its role in the construction of the site. With an estimated length of 20.5 meters, a width of 4.56 meters, and a height of 4.5 meters, the Stone of the South is an impressive feat of engineering, but some parts of it remain buried in the ground, adding to the sense of wonder surrounding the site. This stone's discovery was a momentous occasion for archaeologists and historians, as it added a new layer of mystery to the ongoing exploration of Baalbek. The third and most astonishing monolith is known as the Forgotten Stone. Discovered in 2014 by archaeologists from the German Archaeological Institute, this massive block weighs around 1,650 tons, making it one of the largest stones ever quarried by human hands. With an estimated length of 64 feet, a width of 20 feet, and a height of at least 18 feet, the Forgotten Stone is a true marvel of ancient engineering. The mystery surrounding its abandonment in the quarry remains unresolved, leading many to wonder why such an incredible stone was never incorporated into the Temple of Jupiter or any other nearby structure. Some believe that the builders were forced to leave the stone behind due to a catastrophic event that halted their progress, but the true reason for its abandonment is still unknown. The Forgotten Stone has become a symbol of the many mysteries that still surround Baalbek, and its sheer size is enough to make even the most experienced archaeologists pause in awe. Adding to the intrigue is the discovery of the trilithon, a group of 3 horizontally placed stones that form part of the podium of the Temple of Jupiter. These stones, each weighing around 800 tons, are positioned on a hill called Tel Baalbek and offer a dramatic view of the surrounding landscape. Incredibly, archaeologists discovered additional supporting stones beneath the trilithon, each weighing around 350 tons. The precision with which these massive stones were cut and aligned suggests a level of craftsmanship that would be difficult to replicate even with modern technology. To put things in perspective, a single stone of this size would require the use of at least 18 modern heavy-duty cranes to lift, and transporting such massive stones over rough terrain without the aid of modern vehicles or equipment would be a monumental task. The trilithon stands as a stunning example of the ancient builders' ability to manipulate and move immense stones, an ability that continues to fascinate engineers and historians to this day. The ability to move and place such colossal stones in perfect alignment raises the question of whether the ancient builders possessed advanced technologies that we have yet to fully understand. Some researchers believe that the methods used by the builders of Baalbek were far more sophisticated than we give them credit for, while others argue that the stones may have been moved with the help of giant teams of laborers or even supernatural beings. The fact that these stones were moved over a distance of nearly 1,500 kilometers without the aid of paved roads, engines, or modern machinery only adds to the mystery of Baalbek. Did the builders possess secret knowledge or methods that have been lost to history, or were they simply far more resourceful than we give them credit for? Throughout the years, many theories have emerged to explain the origins of the Baalbek complex and its incredible stones. Some scholars have suggested that the site was constructed by people who possessed knowledge passed down from ancient civilizations like those described in the Bible. One such theory posits that the construction of the Temple of Jupiter at Baalbek may have been influenced by the same level of technological expertise used in the construction of Noah's Ark, as described in the Bible. While the dimensions of Noah's Ark were undoubtedly impressive,